Very good morning, my dear students. In previous class, we have started lesson 5, that is formatting in HTML. In that chapter, we have learned various tags, how to format your web page, how to use various tags, and using that tags, how can you make your web page look beautiful. Okay, so in that we have learned bold tag, italic tag, underline tag. Bold tag for making the font bold or make the content look bold, look in bold form. Then we have learned italic tag, which is used to make the text in slanting form. Then we have learned underline tag. Underline tag is used to underline the content that you want. Then we have studied superscript, subscript. Superscript is the text which is placed slightly above the line of the regular text. Okay, example, we write 10 to the power 3, and subscript is the text is placed slightly below the line of the regular text. Okay, for example, H2O, where 2 is below the line. Then we have learned strike through tag. What is strike through tag? Suppose you have written some text and you want to stretch a line over that text. Okay, strike through is which is a thin line throughout the text. So it is strike through tag. We have learned and we have seen how to use this tag. Teletype text. What is teletype text? To display the text in fixed width, type, style, font. For example, we have seen this through a video also how to use this tag. For this, we have TT tag. Then we have paragraph tag to create a paragraph. We use paragraph tag, as we know that the HTML does not consider the line break or the space provided by enter key, so we cannot create the paragraph by simply writing on the HTML code. We need to use a tag which is known as paragraph tag. For that we have P enclosed with angular bracket. We have seen the attribute of P tag, that is align. You can align the paragraph of your web page either in center, right, justify, left. Then we have seen font tag, which is used to modify the font type, size and color. Then we have seen the attributes of font tag. They were size, color, face. You can change the size of your font. You can put any font size, okay, by giving the attribute size. Then you can change the color of your font by giving the font color, attribute color. Then you can use the face attribute to give the style to your text. Suppose you want to write in Times New Roman, then for that you need to specify the attribute with some value. Then we have seen the pre-formatted tag. What is pre-formatted tag? To display the content in fixed font, usually courier style. Okay, and the one more motive of using pre-font is that it displays the text you write in HTML code as it is. It displays the as it is code that you will type in your HTML code. Means it will consider the space that you will provide while writing the code. It will consider the tab space. It will consider the line break. It will consider everything that you will do while writing the code. So, as we know that normally HTML does not consider the line break or any space provided by enter key. So for this purpose we can have or we can use pre tag. Then we have seen small tag and big tag. Small tag is used to make the font size one font to make the font size one size smaller than the default size, and big tag is used to make the text bigger, one size bigger than the default size. Then we have seen the this special characters and blank space in HTML. How to create some special characters. Normally while writing the code, if you will use any special character, it will not be displayed on your screen. For writing or displaying that special characters also, you have to put up a code, and this is the table shown here, that will tell you that to specify these symbols, what are the codes that you need to write. Okay, so ampersand NBSP for giving the space, ampersand AMP for ampersand, and so on. So this is the table we can use to write the code for specific symbols. Now Coming to the glossary terms, first is formatting. Formatting is, we have studied, is a way to make your presentation, to make your web page look more beautiful and attractive. This is the way to make the web page attractive. Formatting is the way to make the web page attractive. Then paragraph tag. What is paragraph tag? This tag creates a paragraph between HTML. This tag creates a paragraph because HTML doesn't allow any line break, space, etc. into text. Okay. Now quick review. Coming to quick review, there are 10 reviews that we will recall or will help to recall or recapitulate the chapter. Bold tag. B tag is used to make the bold appearance of the text. We all know that bold tag is used to make the text look bold. Italic tag is used to make the slanting appearance of the text. We know that italic tag is used to make the text look slanting. Underline tag is used to show the line below the text. We all know that tag is used to underline the content of the text. Superscript tag is used to insert the text on the top of the text. Superscript, I've given you the example. If you have to write 10 to the power 3, then this is superscript form. To write in this format, we use superscript tag. Then subscript tag is used to insert the text below the text. For example, you have to write H2O on the base H2O or 10 2 to the base 10. Then this format is of subscript format. To write in this format, we have to use subscript tag. Then strike tag is used to strike the text from the middle. We have just revised it that strike tag is used to draw a thin line over the text. Teletype text is used to display the text in fixed width typewriter style font. So teletype text, for this we have TT tag. We use this tag to display the content of the text in typewriter style form. Then we have font tag. Font tag is used for modifying the type of the text, the size and the color. So font tag is used to modify your text style, the size. You can change the size, you can change the color of your text or the face of your text using font tag with various attributes. Then we have small tag. The small tag is used to make the text one size smaller than the default text, and big tag is used to make the text one size bigger than the default text. Some of the common symbol codes are ampersand. This symbol is known as ampersand. Ampersand, NBSP for giving space, comma, you have to put a semicolon also. This is also a part of code. Okay, ampersand NDSP semicolon, ampersand COPY copy, semicolon, ampersand REG semicolon, etc. These are the common codes that we usually use it. Okay, now coming to the exercises, choose the correct answer. First one is dash is used to improve the appearance of the content in the web page. We all know that to improve the appearance of the content in the web page, we use the term, we call it as formatting. So the options are formatting, editing, setting, none of these. The correct option will be formatting. The next is the text between the B, angular brackets B, angular brackets B close, tag will be displayed in dash form. So B tag is used to display the content in which form? Normal form, bold form, slanting, none of these. So we know that the B tag is used to display the content in bold form. So the correct answer will be bold. Now the next question is dash tag is used to create a superscript text content. Which tag is used? Here they are asking which tag we use to create a superscript content. Okay. So the options are SUB, SUPER, SUPERS. So the correct answer is for writing or for displaying the content in superscript form, we have a tag. We call it as SUP, sup. SUP. So the correct answer is option C, SUP. Next question is, the text between the dash tag will be displayed in fixed width typewriter style font. Typewriter style font. So for writing in typewriter style font, which tag we use? Type text, teletype text. Okay. So for that we have tag TT tag, type tag, type font tag and width tag. So for writing in typewriter style we have TT tag. So the correct answer is option 1. Next question is, dash tag makes the text one size larger. Dash tag makes the text one size larger than the default size. So making the text one size larger, we use which tag? Biggest, bigger, big, large. So for making one text larger, we have big tag. So the correct option is option C. Now coming to fill-ups, fill in the blanks. The first question is, the dash attribute of font tag, the dash attribute, they are asking for the attribute. The dash attribute of font tag sets the size of the font. So to set the size of the font, we use which attribute? We use size attribute to set the size of font. Okay. Then the next question is, the dash attribute of font tag. The dash attribute of font tag changes the font face. What they are saying? Font face of the text. So to change the font face, we have an attribute called as face attribute. So the answer will be face. Next question is, the dash attribute of p tag. The dash attribute of p tag sets the direction of text in paragraph. So to set the paragraph or to set the direction of the paragraph, to create the paragraph we have p tag, but to set the direction of paragraph, to set the direction of paragraph, if you want to align the text or the paragraph in right side, left side, top or bottom, or justify, then for that we have attribute as align. We have to align that tag na, so that attribute will be align. Here the next question is, dash tag displays the text in slanting form. So to write the text in slanting form, which tag we have learned? I tag, that is for italic. Italic is, we have used this in Word also. Italic is slanting form. Dash tag is used to create a subscript content. To write in subscript form, we use which content? Which tag we use? Sub tag, SUB with angular bracket. So the correct answer is angular brackets SUB. Okay. Now coming to the next question, write the uses of the following tag. Here are some tags given and we have to write the uses of that tag. The very first question is strike tag. We have to write the use of strike tag. So we have already learned it that strike tag is used to draw a thin line over the text. So the use of strike tag is, the text between strike tag will be displayed with strike through, which is a thin line through the text. So the text between this tag will display the strike through, that is a thin line over the text. Okay, once again I am repeating, the text between the strike tag, whatever you will write between the opening and the closing strike tag will be displayed with strike through, means a thin line will be drawn over that text. Next is p tag. You have to write the use of p tag. Okay, we all know that p tag is used to create a paragraph. It will automatically, the browser will automatically leave a blank space or white space above or before the paragraph, before or after the paragraph. So the use we will write here is, When a block of text is surrounded by a paragraph tag, that is p tag, then the browser automatically leave white space before and after a paragraph. Okay, so when a when we will surround the text with b tag, then automatically browser will leave white space before and after a paragraph. So the next is font tag. What is the use of font tag? Font tag is used to modify the font type, that is the size, color and face of your font. You can change this. Okay, so by using the font with some specific attributes, you can change the color, size or face of your font. So the use of font tag here is, the font tag is used for modifying the font type, size and color. It is used to change the appearance of some particular lines of text. Okay. Next here is pre-tag. What is pre-tag? It is pre-formatted tag. Okay, we have also learned this. It is pre-formatted tag which is used to display the text in a fixed width font. Fixed width font, usually Courier. And if we wish to have the text appear exactly as it is typed. देखो, we have learned two purpose of pre-tag. First was, if we want to display the text in fixed width font, that is Courier. Usually it uses Courier font. So we can have pre-tag. But the second most important motive of using the pre-tag is that if you will type the text or the content that you are typing in HTML, it will be displayed as it is. Means while writing the code, if you have given some space or if you have used the enter key, then it will be displayed, the content will be displayed as it is. As we all know that generally HTML does not consider the space provided by the enter key, but using the pre-tag we can display that also. The next is small tag. We know that we have just learned and revised it, that small tag is used to make the font size one size smaller than the default one. So the use we will write here is, to make the text one size smaller than the default size, the coded size or the inherited size. What is the coded size? Suppose you are specifying some code size. Okay, you want the web page to have all the content or the text in size 4 or size 12, then all the content will appear in size 12. So it is the coded size. By default size is something different, but if you have coded some size, specific size, if you have inherited some size, inherited means you have given some specific size, that all the content will appear in size equals to 12, means all the content having some inherited size, that is 12. So we will write the use of this tag as, to make the text one size smaller than the default size, the code size or the inherited size, then the small tag is used. Okay, so this much all about the tags. Now the next question D is, tick the correct code and its output and cross out the wrong one. What we have to do here, there is a code given and in front of that the output of the code is written, that if you will run this code, what will be the output of this code. If you think that the code and its output is correct, the output according to the code that is written is correct, then you have to tick mark. If the output of the code is wrong, then you have to cross it out. Okay, so the very first code written here is EduSoft BTag IT solution BTag close. So we all know that whatever content written within the code of BTag will be in bold font, and out of that bold tag the content will be in normal font. So here the bold tag is used for IT solution. So the IT solution should be displayed in bold form. See the output, EduSoft is written in normal text, normal form, but IT solution is written in bold form. So the output generated here is correct. So we'll mark a tick here. Next is I tag. I tag is used for slant writing. Okay. To display the text in slant form, we use I tag. So I tag started, class, I tag close. So I tag is applied in which text? Only for class they have written I tag. They have used I tag only for class. Then out of class, out of I tag, they have written 7. So the output should be class should be slanting and 7 should be in normal font. Okay, so class is slant. Yes, you can see the class is in slanting, but 7 should be normal. So here the 7 is normal, or it is also slant. It is also slant. So the answer will here will be wrong. Now the next is A. A is they have used superscript, SUP for superscript writing. Okay, so A is out of super tag, out of SUP subtag, A is out of subtag. After A, they have used subtag. They have written 3 within subtag. So 3 should be above A. Then B tag is again out of subtag. So B will be a normal text. And they again have written 3 above the text. So here the result will be A to the power 3, B to the power 3. But they have given the output as A3, B3. But the output should be A to the power 3 and B to the power 3. The next question is fourth question. TT tag. TT tag is used for typewriter font. Okay. Typewriter font. Here the content written is computer is a machine. Okay. So it should be in typewriter form, but it is not written in typewriter form. It is normal font. So the answer will be wrong. The next is the content P of the paragraph. The content written is normal text. Then they have started a paragraph. So the paragraph always should have a blank space, white space before and after a paragraph. Okay, so they have started a P tag. After that, they have written off a paragraph. Then they have closed the P tag. So the output should here be the content. Then after some space, from the next line, they should have displayed of a paragraph. But nothing like this is here in the output. They have simply written the content of a paragraph in single line. So the output here generated is wrong. Now the next question is question number E. Match the following. Okay. So here you have seen before that here is a table in which you have the codes and the symbols, how to write that particular code, how to display the symbols. Okay, the same question here in the form of match the column. If you have to write ampersand, here some symbols are given in column 1, in column 2 their codes are given. You have to match the symbols with their correct codes. For ampersand, we have ampersand AMP colon semicolon. So the first is ampersand AMP semicolon. Next, you can see the symbol here is of copyright. So the correct answer or the correct code will be ampersand COPY copy semicolon. Next is R. It is of registration. Okay. Here the correct answer for this is ampersand REG semicolon. Next is plus minus. The correct answer will be ampersand PLUS plus MN semicolon. Next is of cent. So the correct code will be ampersand CENT cent semicolon. Next is of euro, ampersand euro EURO semicolon. Divide, ampersand divide semicolon. This is all given in your exercises. Please students recall the chapter, do the exercises. Thank you very much.